Hello, welcome to Caesar Snack Sandwich. Today I have a quick video for you on this Rings protocol. Now Rings protocol was shared to me via some DMs, so I kind of read through this thread. Unfortunately, there aren't any docs right now. There is no live website. I'm kind of basing everything I understand off this thread, but I think it's pretty cool and it's pretty interesting, so I'll kind of swing over to the flowchart and explain to you how this thing works, and you can, follow Rings protocol and wait for some more in-depth information to do your research on it. Okay, so let's swing over to the flowchart now. Okay, so here we are on the flowchart. We have dollar bill and we have Rings protocol in the middle. Dollar bill has either some ETH or some USDC, whatever you choose to understand this with. I'm gonna use mostly ETH, but you'll get it. So what does he do? He deposits ETH into the Rings protocol on mainnet ETH. Okay, so ETH into ETH, and what it does is it will mint him one-to-one ETH like the Rings protocol derivative of ETH one-to-one via layer 0 on Sonic. Okay, now he can mint it on Ethereum himself and then bridge it himself, or he can say, oh, I want this stuff on Sonic, and then they will batch it and mint it up there for him. Again, there's some questions here like how is he going to pay? He likely will pay for all of this gas in Ethereum, but there's the possibility that he might have to claim these on Sonic with a gas transaction on Sonic as well. So anyhow, so we have this system one-to-one, one ETH in, one ETH out on Sonic. That's the ideal use case. So then moving on, we have his brother. His brother doesn't have very much money, so he doesn't want to deal with mainnet transactions. So he can mint on Sonic and use, in this case, he's going to use USDC. So he will mint like $100 in and get 100 of these Rings derivative of, again, one-to-one on Phantom Sonic. And then the protocol will bring that USDC back down to mainnet in batches as well. Now, what happens with all these assets that are sitting on mainnet? Well, they are sent to these what are they called? The vaults by this company called Veda or Vera vaults. Okay, so no, sorry, Veda vaults. So you'll have to look a little bit deeper into this protocol itself and find the risk factors of this, but know that your assets are sent to this like vault, this yield farming vault, which sends your assets into these other protocols such as Uniswap, Aave, Convex, and such and such and such. So you have to dig deeper to find out this protocol exactly where are your assets being sent, and if you're comfortable with the risks of this branch of this protocol, of the Rings protocol. So these assets are sent here to, of course, obtain yield on the mainnet assets. Okay, so some of the things you can do with these Ring assets, obviously you can swap them up on Sonic if that's something you want to do. You can hold like a stable coin up there, whatever you want to do up there. But one of the options is you can stake them. So if you stake them into some sort of staking contract, then you get some staking derivative, right? And occasionally this protocol, these Veda Labs vaults will obtain some more yield, right? And what the Rings protocol will do is it will take that yield, it will mint more of those derivatives up here on Sonic and give them some of them, pro rata to the people who are in this staking contract. So if you're in this staking contract, then you can get some easy APR based on the risks of this system and so forth. Moving on, another option, you can take those assets and you can lock them into like a veNFT, and obviously if there's a veNFT there will be voting and bribing. So all the protocols up on Sonic, they might bribe you to vote for their specific protocol, and you would vote on according to the bribes or whatever you feel or whatever you want, and maybe you just are really bullish on one of these protocols, so you vote on it regardless of bribes. So you use your voting power to vote on them, and obviously why would you do that? So that they can obtain some of this yield. So again, the yield that's produced down here is bridged up, right? And then that yield, some of it will be going to the stakers and some of it will be going via these voting positions to these protocols. Now, what I really like about this is there's no governance token. There's no locking of some token they've minted out of thin air. It's all done with ETH and USDC, and all the yield is ETH and USDC, these Sonic derivatives. Okay, so that's pretty much it for today. Obviously, like I said, this protocol's like kind of beta or alpha stage where there's no docs to read, but so do a little more due diligence, dig deeper, find out if this is something interesting to you. And thank you for watching, and goodbye.